Hey guys, it's Sarah. So today I'm going to be doing a book recommendations video, and I have 5 books that I think you guys should all read. So I'm not including all of my recommendations because there's so many books that I love, but I have 5, and if I want to do more recommendations videos, then I'll have more books left to do it. I have 5 books here that I would love for you guys to read. So the first book is actually a contemporary book, and it is the only contemporary book in this video, and that book is Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia. And this book follows a girl named Eliza who is the creator of this very widely popular webcomic called Monstrous Sea. She herself is a very introverted person. She's not outgoing at all. One day she meets this guy named Wallace. Wallace, she finds out, is the very famous fan fiction writer from her story, and she starts to hang out with him. He doesn't know that she is the creator of the story that he is doing his fan fiction over. It's really interesting hanging out with his friends. She gets out there and she gets more outgoing and she makes some friends. And in the beginning of the book, she was really depressed. What's really cool about this book is not only that the cover is gorgeous, but like cool little sketches. This book is really good. I finished this within like a day or 2 days. I can really relate to Eliza's character because she is introverted and socially awkward. It is kind of big for being a contemporary novel, but it's a super fast-paced read. Anyway, this book is really good and I think that you guys should all check it out. So the next book that I have, I actually read this in 2016. I read this in a day. It was so good. I fell in love with the characters right away, and that book is none other than An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. I loved this book. This series is really good. Sadly, I haven't gotten around to a Reaper at the Gates, but I do have the audiobook, so hopefully I can get on that. Same with Strange the Dreamer. Like, I have that audiobook too, but I just haven't gotten on it yet. This book takes place in a world where it's like an empire. Laya, who is one of the 2 perspectives, she is sort of looking for her brother. Her brother has been arrested for treason and she will do anything to find her brother, and so she makes an alliance with this group. For this group to help her find her brother, she becomes a spy to spy within the Empire's military area. And she then meets this guy Elias, and Elias is one of the military soldiers. He also has a plan for himself. He does not actually want to be there. He's one of the best, but he doesn't want to be there, and he actually plans to escape. But something brings him back, and he is held there for a little while longer, and the relationship is definitely a slow burn relationship, and I think that it was definitely one of my favorite relationships. It was really good, and go check it out. So the next book will not be a shocker to anybody. Everyone and their mother loves this book. Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. Like I said, not a shocker to anybody. This book follows a group of 6 characters: Kaz, Inej, Wylan, Nina, and Jesper, and Matthias. And they all go on this big heist, like it says on the cover. This heist that will make them all rich. But nothing really goes as it seems. It's a little bit harder than they thought, and there's a bunch of problems that are going on. And I swear some of my favorite characters are in this book. This does take place in the Grisha world. I haven't read the Grisha trilogy, but I do plan on that because I heard that you have to read that one to read King of Scars, and I really want to read King of Scars. Super good book. Everybody and their mother loves it. Go check it out. So the next book that I have to recommend for you guys is Warcross by Marie Lu. These books are so short, but it holds like a whole universe. It's amazing. This follows a girl named Amika. She is a bounty hunter. She hunts down all the wanted Warcross players, and Warcross is sort of like this whole virtual reality type thing. For me, it reminds me of Ready Player One. She's running very low on money. She has like $4 in her bank account. She has to like move out unless she pays it. So as she was watching the Warcross games is like a bunch of courses, if I'm correct. During watching this, she kind of glitches herself in the game, which has never been done before. She is actually put into the games, which doesn't really make much sense, because if someone glitched into a game that I created, I would probably, you know, not want to put them in the games, but it's the book, it's not me. And yeah, there's stuff going on, and you find out a lot of things about this. It's a really complex world in a really small book, but it's really good, and I definitely recommend the audiobook. The audiobook is super good. Definitely recommend it. Go check it out. And the last book on my recommendations list is one of my favorite books of all time. That book is Karvall by Stephanie Garber. Now, I would say that Legendary is better than Karvall, even though Karvall is still really good. But basically this follows this girl named Scarlett who has always wanted to go to this magical game called Karvall. And one day she gets to go with her sister. When she gets there, her sister is missing. So she tries to find her sister, but then she finds out that she has to win the game to win her sister back. You never really know what's real and what's not. You really need to pay attention. Some of my favorite parts are like the little parts when Scarlett talks about her dresses, they shift. So if she's like sad, it'll change from like pink to like a like deep navy. I love that about like this book, like those tiny little details, but it's really good. I think you guys should check it out. So that is my first book recommendations video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some cool new book recommendations, and I hope you guys check them out because they're all really good, and I think everyone should read all the books that I have recommended to you guys. And if you like my videos, please subscribe and leave some comments down below of some videos you would like to see from me. So I'll see you later. Bye.